My name's Kilarksi. I'm one of the finance managers here at Taylor's. I've been with the company since 2010. I've been working in finance since the early 2000s.
You know, Neil is the type of person who doesn't really say much. He doesn't really complain too much, at least not to myself. He just pushes through.
He carries himself with a very professional demeanor, and that's the one thing that I give him most credit for sure.
Neil is pretty much the same as his brother, always very jokey.
He's always trying to find something he can do to make somebody laugh. Any opportunity he gets, he's always trying to crack a joke, whether it's with a customer or an employee.
Very good at listening to people and giving ideas.
When I was a finance manager, he kind of took me under his wing and helped me become as good as I possibly could have been in that position.
When you walk into his office, he's just ready to listen to the questions that you have for him.
We've always been kind of rivals with everything that we do, so he's quite driving for me, I guess, to really put a little more effort into things when I do, because we're always in heavy competition. So anytime that one of us does a good job at something, the other one always wants to try to do just a little bit better.
I remember the first time Neil and I sat down, had a nice closed door meeting, and I remember the relief that I felt on my side, but also the weight that was lifted off of his shoulders after that conversation. And I remember us realizing and coming to a point where we were sort of saying the same things, hoping for the same things, working towards the same things here. So I would say that was the best memory, to really see the relief on both of our faces, I guess, and realize that we were focused on the same things. We were just maybe on a different page at that time.
A little story, he actually talked me out of leaving this industry when I first started many years ago. I don't want to get into it, but it was good.
When we were probably 12 or 13 years old, we used to go to Dallas Valley Ranch Camp. Really heavily rained, and one of the trails just goes downhill and it ended up getting really muddy and slick. Both he and I and a bunch of other people ended up deciding we would slide down the hill, and we just got completely covered in mud from head to toe. After talking to a few people, we realized that it's probably not just mud on these hills, because it was also a horse trail. Yeah, nobody wanted to really touch us until we got cleaned up a little bit, so I'm guessing it's probably about 50% mud and 50% other things that we're covered in, but I wouldn't trade that for the world.